So there is a question, how does the spiritual evolution take place? Okay. A person, anybody who is born in this world has a ego. Okay, ego. Ego means identity. As a child, there is no ego, but as you grow up, ego starts developing. You start developing a notion of yourself. I am this and the world is this. People brought in a very bad circumstance may think that world is always bad. People born in a criminal family, they may think that world is dangerous place, and they continue that tendency. People brought in alcoholic families think that alcoholism is the way of life. So depending on which family you are born, you start developing your own identity and identity for the society. Okay. Most of the criminals are not criminals by choice. They are brought into circumstance where they see very bad thing in life. Okay. So the person who is interested in enjoyment and making money without working has called tamasic ego. Everybody wants happiness, but how does he do it? By robbing others, cheating others. Okay, that's called tamasic ego. The person with the tamasic ego, okay, he suffers in life. He makes other people also suffer. He also suffers. The example for this is Kumbhakarna in Ramayana. Kumbhakarna harasses people, he eats people and all. But his only action is happiness is harassing people, eating food and sleeping. So this is called tamasic ego. So we may not, in our society, we may not go to that extent, but there are many tamasic people, how to make quick money without working hard, how to enjoy life, all those things are tamasic character. So tamasic person will suffer in life, and he causes suffering for others also. Right? Whereas gradually the person will evolve spiritually. It takes long time. Now he becomes Rajasic. Rajasic means I want to work hard to achieve success in life. Okay? Work very hard to become successful in life. And he works very hard. He becomes a workaholic. And they become very successful in life. So this person who wants to become successful in life is always looking for improvement himself. I want to improve myself because I want to become more efficient. Okay, I am working now 8 hours. How can I work 12 hours without sleeping? You'll find a technique. Okay, I am able to read one book. How I can read faster? Okay, I am remembering one book. How can I remember more? So he always wants to find some technique for improving his efficiency. Right? So this person is looking for self-improvement. Okay? If you go and see in the market, the highest selling books are self-improvement books. Right? How to stop worrying and start living, how to make more money, how to improve your memory, how to improve your concentration, how to manage your wife, how to find a good girlfriend. All these are self-improvement books. Right? Okay, they are so much sold in very large quantity. More than Bible or Bhagavad Gita, self-improvement books are very popular. They give techniques for improving yourself, improving your mind, actually, mental ability. And your mind is it's a tool. You can improve. But ego has not gone. Ego has become Rajasic ego to Sattvic ego. Tamasic ego to Sattvic ego. As long as ego is there, the unhappiness is there. Deep unhappiness is there. Ego is causing suffering. So this tamasic ego person is suffering because of the ego, but he finds joy in harassing others or laziness. Rajasic ego is suffering, but he finds a joy in achievement. I want to achieve. I want to become more and more successful. These people are focused on self-improvement. They are very big fans of self-improvement. So there are so many motivational speakers, there are so many management consultants who are helping you to improve yourself. Have you gone to this?
Yeah.
Huh? So much of self-improvement, right? It's the biggest business in the world. And because Rajasic people are very, very active, they earn money, they are ready to spend money on self-improvement. Self-improvement can be how do I improve my health, how do I become more peaceful, or how do I hypnotize myself and become see my past life because so that I can improve my present life. All those things are part of self-improvement, right? So now the person is suffering, okay, because ego. So this person starts thinking, I am suffering, all the success in life, but still I am suffering. So there must be something wrong with me. I have to correct myself. I have to improve myself. I have to go beyond improvement. He has reached improvement is not working. All right. So I have to transform myself. I have to change myself inside very much. Is the next level. So typically these people join self-transformation courses. So self-improvement is okay. All motivation speakers, management consultants, HR gurus, everybody is ready to. Your wife is ready to give a tip. Every day there are so many tips. Smile in the morning, you look better. So 90%, 99% of WhatsApp messages are self-improvement tips. Okay, add some ginger to your tea, your health will improve. All these are self-improvement. Right? So then also always start the life with a smile. Okay, all these are self-improvement. Say behavioral changes or mental ability. Okay, you can remember more things by eating this tablet. That's also okay. This technique will improve. Right? Self-improvement. So what has happened now? The person who is in tamasic mode, he is in self-destruction mode. He is destroying himself. Okay. So then he is going into self-improvement mode. Very big change. Self-destruction to self-improvement. Okay. Self-improvement also is not working out because suffering is there. Ego is there. Okay. Then let me improve the ego. Okay. Self-transformation is a technique. Now what is self-transformation? There are a lot of self-transformation methodologies available in the world. Okay. It's called Karma Yoga. Okay. Karma Yoga means change your attitude so that whatever result you get, you'll become peaceful. So now he has tried everything in the world. Oh, this guy, person who becomes self-improvement. But still he is not good enough. Now let me improve myself. Then, okay, so you're working very hard, asking for result. Don't focus on the result, focus on peace inside. That's Karma Yoga. Then people are very emotional. Okay, so emotion is okay, but have a devotion to God. Okay, then you become, emotion will disturb less, then becomes devotional. So now there's a transformation taking place, emotion to devotion, workaholism to service-oriented work. Understand? The nature of self is changing, right? But the self is same, the ego. Its fundamental nature doesn't change, it suffers. Whatever self-transformation you do, okay, still there is a feeling that I am not achieving, this not become peaceful, good enough, not good enough, not good enough. So that's called Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. Then people get into Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga means, okay, so how to find God inside you? Okay, I have found a very good job, I have become a position, I have got a lot of money, I have found a beautiful wife, I have beautiful children. Now I want to find God. Okay, so then he starts reading a lot of books, spiritual books. From self-improvement books, now you change over to spiritual books. Self-improvement books are okay, they will give some technique. So you apply some technique and result. Spiritual books creates confusion. So variety of solutions are there. Kriya Yoga is there, Kundalini is there, Jnana Yoga is there, Bhakti Yoga is there. Then each of them have a lot of what you call as this enlightened person is like this. It's fantastic. They will create a Superman out of man. Okay. So then now you start already you are greedy. Because you already, why you become workaholic or why you become Rajasic, you want to become a Superman. Earning more money, big name and all. Now you have got into another chase. What is that? Transformation, but I will transform into something beautiful. It's fine. Desire is fine. Now from self-improvement you have gone to self-transformation. What you don't understand is self-transformation. Self remains. So you people get into yoga, Kriya Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, meditation. Dhyana also is a transformation. Oh, I did meditation. I saw so much of beautiful light. All bodies of light, all angels, all those things you start developing some more. Now earlier you are working with the people, now you start working with the angels. Many times apsaras, very nice situation. That's what they said in this guy who is that our Vishwamitra, when he meditated, instead of finding God, he started finding apsaras. Very nice situation. So it's a better situation. Vishwamitra was a king, Rajasika. Okay? He has achieved everything. Now he wants to become Sattvic or he wants to transcend. Now transformation process, okay, Instead of becoming Brahmarshi, he has started finding Apsaras also. That's what happened to many people on the spiritual path. So they start practicing yoga, and yoga gives some good results. Some of them become more successful because already they're successful. So they get stuck in their path. Okay, the path becomes more enjoyable. I mean, having a company of 1 or 2 Apsaras on the path, it doesn't. I mean, it's a very nice. That's what happened to Vishwamitra. He got stuck there. In the sense of Apsaras, it's actually more of siddhis, some powers. Okay. Normally, some of the people who are on the yogic path start getting powers. The powers can be okay. I'm able to read the mind of somebody. Right? There are, you feel better. I'm able to heal somebody. Healing. Okay. So then you may get some siddhis. Maybe you're able to see something remote. Okay. Some of the siddhis, minor siddhis, major siddhis. There are various siddhis which are mentioned in Yoga Sutra. There are various siddhis mentioned in Shiva Sutra. Now people get attracted by siddhis, powers. Okay. So here you are in the path of self-transformation. Self has transformed from a miserable person. Now you are becoming a powerful person. The ego is transformed. Transformation has happened. But into something we are more powerful. People get stuck in that siddhis for many lifetimes. Patanjali Maharshi in Yoga Sutra speaks of 8 siddhis. Anima, Lagima, Garima, Mahima. He gives very detailed. But he says, I have told these siddhis only to warn you, don't get attracted by anything. He will come to you. Never become attracted to that. Get out of that because of you want enlightenment, liberation. If you get stuck here, you will get stuck in many lifetimes.
And sometimes people are very happy to get stuck in that.
No, they are happy with that. I am saying they are stuck with the path, not with the destination. So these are people on the path of self-transformation. Some different yogas. A person who is involved in karma yoga becomes very efficient in doing something. And he is taught not to get attached to the result. But he may get attached, oh, I am very successful. Or people may get attached saying, I am doing social service. So like that, they get stuck. People get siddhis. Okay. So then, some people see the falsehood of that also. Because these are also limited. Okay. They are still suffering. I have a siddhi. But that person has a more siddhi. You start comparing, you still suffer. Because self is there, ego is there. Then they seek this self-transcendence. Means I have to drop the self. I have to go beyond the self. This self is a problem, headache. So this is called moksha or liberation. This is really the key to blissfulness. Okay. My ego, my identity is a problem. How I can get rid of my identity? Biggest suffering for us is our identity. Okay. How can I drop my identity and go beyond suffering is the question. These people go to self-realization. People on the self-transformation path find the gurus. There are a lot of gurus. Okay. If you see teachers of yoga, in America there must be more than 10,000 yoga teachers. They are called gurus. Okay. So the gurus, people go to gurus for yoga. That can be a study of Dana also. Some study scriptures, some Pandita will be there. Pandita, they will teach you Dana yoga. There various scriptures you can study. And you people get stuck there also. Hey, I have studied 5 scriptures, I want to study 10 more. They think it's an accumulation. The self is becoming more and more puffed up. What you don't understand is the self is the cancer. The self means ego. Get rid of it. Okay. Then they go to self-realization. If this understand. For self-realization, gurus will not work. Now you need a Sadguru who is a realized master. Okay. What is the nature of the realized master? Realized master is very simple and humble. Now gurus and your self-improvement masters are very they are very handsome. They come in suits because self-improvement, right? Management technique. Okay. And self-transformation, the gurus will have a dress and style and all because they are teaching. It's good. I'm saying everybody is good. Okay, I'm not saying anybody is bad. This is the path. So self-improvement, self-transformation, there are a lot of gurus. A yoga guru will have a style. Actually, the moment I say yoga guru, you'll have an idea. Okay, this guy is this. The moment I say Adhyatma guru, you'll have an idea. Like this beard and all. Okay. The moment I say he is a this thing, what is that? Bhakti teacher, bhakti guru, then here your idea. Okay, some dress style and all those things, external characteristics. Now the problem comes, for a self-relation, there is no external characteristics. It's gone. He he has dropped his inner identity. What is actual identity for him? They become simple, they become humble, they look like a common man many times. Okay, so now you are so accustomed to finding a lot of characteristic outside, you cannot find a simplicity. Our mind is very good in finding characteristics. Our mind is very good finding noise. It can't find silence. Okay, so now you come to this fellow, somebody who is there. He doesn't even look like a guru. He has seen all jazzy gurus, all styles, everything he has seen. So then such a person should have two characteristics. Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Shrotriya means, Brahmanishta means he should be realized himself. How do you know somebody is realized? You don't know because you are not realized, right? You don't know how somebody is realized. That's one problem we face in enlightenment. How somebody is realized Brahman, I don't know. Mostly we'll go by what you call as reviews by other people, right? In the what is likes or Facebook likes or something like that. But these persons, very few people come to enlightened masters because it's not very popular. They are very less in number, and the population also very big in self-improvement, slightly less in self-transformation. For self-realization, only very few people. So their demand is also less. Self-realization gurus also, their demand is very less. The market size is also very less. So then there is no star rating, no reviews. How do you find somebody? Then somebody asked Ramana Maharshi, how do I find a self-realized master? Brahmanishta. Ramana Maharshi gave two exact characteristics. One characteristic is, if you find deep peace in the presence of somebody, deep peace you should find in the presence of somebody, okay, then if you find your questions disappear, the questions become less and less in the presence of somebody, that person is a Sadguru. Two things have to happen. See, anybody can give you happiness, anybody can give you joy, but peace is felt in the presence of person who is peaceful, right? So suppose you give me 10,000 rupees, I'll give you a technique by which you can feel joyful for some time, but can I make you feel peaceful? Peaceful is absence of other emotions. Peace is not a positive activity. Peace is silence. So if you are able to find the peace in the presence of somebody, then Sadguru. Okay. Then if your questions become less and less, you become more and more clarity emerges, he is a possible Sadguru. Okay. So even Sadguru, there are many Sadgurus in the world. Not that one. Sadguru means it's not a person. Right? Buddha is not a person, please understand. Buddha is a title, one who is realized. Sadguru is the person who is realized. There are many. But then, is the Sadguru for you? There are many, right? So, is the Sadguru for you? Sadguru for you, there should be, for you, you should find the peace, and you should find that your questions disappear, and you should find that, oh, this person is my Sadguru. That means, Shishya has to evolve to a certain level. It's not the Guru, it's your evolution which helps you to recognize as Sadguru. That's why it said, Guru will appear in life when you are ready. Most of the time you are not ready because you are finding Guru in some form and some shape. Understood? So then, that person, if you say, this is my Guru, and Guru accepts you, okay, I will teach you. Then, there's a relationship develops, Guru Shishya. So the Guru gives the teaching, he should be Brahmanishta, means realized, and he should be Shrotriya, means he is able to communicate very clearly the truth. If he is able to communicate very clearly, see, the truth has to be clearly told in the language you understand, in the way you understand. I may be very good in Sanskrit. If I start teaching you Sanskrit, you can't understand. The Sanskrit has to be converted to your language which you understand. And it should be converted into your lifestyle. You are a housewife. He is a businessman. Right? For each of them, you have to make the truth in their own language, in their own framework. And these truths are not his own truths. It's all Vedantic truths. He simplifies in the form you can understand. The contribution of Sadguru is the highest truth. He makes it available to you in the language and the way you understand. The Sadguru's contribution is communication. Clarity. Now this clarity also gives you confidence. Somebody, doctor prescribing something and another person on the street prescribing something, there's a lot of difference. Confidence. Oh, you're a doctor. Right? So the presence of the Sadguru, his communication, his clarity gives you confidence. Oh, Tattvamasi, you are the truth. Oh, I am Brahman. It's possible. That Clarity will come to you. So this is not communication, it's called communion. Communication is happening and union is happening. Union with the consciousness of the Guru. That's called communion. So that person who causes that realization in you or is responsible for realization is called Karana Guru. Sadguru is many, but Karana Guru is you, for you. That's called Karana Guru. The example is, a boy wants to marry a girl. Okay. So the boy has a qualification. Girl should be like this. There are a million girls who are like that. But finally he can meet only one girl of his choice. That girl likes him, he likes her. Like that, there's a meeting of Guru and Shishya happens. There are many Sadgurus. There are many realized people. Finally, for you, one person comes into your life, who is responsible for your realization. That person is called Karana Guru for you. Right? Until you meet your Sadguru, until you surrender to a master, the realization cannot happen. This is the law of nature. Simply because it is actually said this the Ishvara Adna, the dictation, the order of Ishvara. Ishvaro Guru Atmeti. The sequence is like this: Ishvara, Guru, Atma. First we worship God. Okay, if you are really devotional, because we worship God out of a lot of misunderstanding. If you really worship God, okay, the God will be pleased with you and he will bring a Sadguru in your life. And Sadguru is pleased, his grace will come in the form of teaching of Tattvamasi, you are that. And that brings a clarity and that brings to realization Atma. Ishvaro Guru Atmeti, this sequence. So this example of this is Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's life. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was very devoted to Kali, Mother Kali. He worshipped Kali, she appeared in front of him, took food from him. Jnana has not come. Then Mother Kali is pleased and she sent Totapuri to him. Ishvaro Guru. Then Totapuri gave teaching to Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, and Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa got established Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. So Ishvaro Guru Atmeti. Step by step is like that. This is the step. Nobody can violate this step because this is the what you call as teaching of Bhagavan, God, Ishvara. So then you will come back and say, there are some people who didn't have master. Ramana Maharshi. Okay, Ramana Maharshi always says Guru is required. Then people ask, you didn't have Guru. Then Ramana Maharshi says, all his sadhana is done in last life. Now you don't look at one life as a don't look at a life in a small window of one life. Life is long. So Ramana Maharshi's sadhana, all those things were over in last life. Then some people don't have gurus, they are incarnations. Okay, avatar purushas, like Sri Krishna Paramatma. But even Sri Krishna Paramatma, even though he was incarnation, he was wise from the beginning, birth, he took Sandipi as his guru, Sandipini. The reason is he wants to teach the world the importance of a guru. Oh, then Buddha didn't have guru. Buddha had 6 gurus before he got realization. Buddha had 6 gurus before he had realization. He learned many things. So there are 2 things which guru does. Okay. Enlightenment or liberation is like opening a door. Okay. For opening a door, there are a million keys with you. You don't know which key is working. So you try one by one. It will take millions of years for you to find out all the keys. A guru is one who has found the key. Okay. He will say, don't use this key and use this key and open the door. He gives the key because then your effort will be less. So he eliminates what doesn't work. So Buddha had 6 gurus who eliminated what doesn't work. Okay. So similarly, the guru helps in 2 ways. It helps you to avoid your search, reduce your search. Others you have to search very lot. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa did almost 64 different sadhanas, practices. Okay. For Vivekananda, only one sadhana was prescribed. Vivekananda doesn't have to go to 64. For his 12 disciples were there. For each of them he gave one sadhana. Okay. But Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was able to do 64. He find out good and bad and positive of all of them, and he gave what is precisely required by you. So the guru does all the work, eliminates what is not possible, and finds out what is possible to you and gives it. It's like almost like a doctor. Okay, you go to the doctor with a fever. Doctor says, take this medicine. But to give that medicine to you, the doctor has studied all the diseases. He has studied cancer, typhoid, everything he has studied. Without studying, he cannot give this medicine to you. Doctor has gone through a whole lot of medical education, okay, to understand all possible types of diseases, to find out what exactly your disease and give one medicine to you. A guru or sadguru is like that. Okay, he has done a lot of his sadhana to find out what doesn't work and what works, and his prescription works for most of the people. Until you find your sadguru, until you find your karana guru, your spiritual evolution is at a beginning level. You may know a lot of things, but you don't have a clue what spirituality is all about. Right? So it is almost like before marriage, every bachelor has a fantasy how married life will be. Every girl will have a fantasy how a married life will be. But only after marriage they realize what marriage is. So like that, you have a lot of spiritual fantasies, lot of enlightened fantasies, lot of realization fantasies. Only once you meet the Guru, once you have started teaching from the Guru, you come down to the earth and realize what reality is enlightenment, what reality is liberation. Am I making clear?